So for the Move Hackathon, I decided to focus on a couple of things, creating the best developer experience and ultimately trying to create a user app. So what I did was I actually created a landing page, which obviously is in the same grading across the entire thing. I created a documentation site, which is all generated using markdown files, which basically explains the entire process to get the application going. And lastly, or second last, was creating an admin panel which uses Privy, so that now I can use the Privy SDK with one specific application where I will have an allow list and then a certain email and potentially more team members where I can access the application. And this has an allow list, so that obviously that works. From here over here, we see that there's two registers and dummy data, but I've got to fix this. There was an issue with indexing, but here we can actually see the emails or the accounts associated with Privy, the wallets that are created as well. Here we can view the contracts and the actual details associated with it, the actual jobs as well. And in this part, this is where we sign the admin functionality using that Privy, or Move in this case, using Privy. So I'll resolve the dispute and I'll reward it to the poster. Probably works, maybe doesn't, probably not. Anyways, some issues with the indexer that caused some delay towards the end of this development. But ultimately, this is what we actually get to build out overall. So it is essentially a monorepo where well, in this case, a job application where I can create a job. Rubbish. Now let it just be a basic one, and then let me do another one. Let me just create a basic image for shits and giggles. Alright, so this one takes a little longer because it actually uses IPFS in the backend, and let me just exit this and get back in. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. So here we can actually see like featured jobs, and from here is where we can actually see the active jobs. Now, if I was to switch to this, I can jump into this, I can apply for it. So this signs an actual IPFS transaction, and then the poster, in this case this address, was it some shoes? No. I mean, I can cancel and withdraw this one. And in this case, I can assign the job. And now if I switch again, yeah, I could, I mean, this hasn't been built in yet, but and obviously the flip side to that was the dispute as well. So pretty much the dispute resolution functionality is present. And this is ultimately the application itself. So this is the landing page. This is the application. This is the move contracts. So the core functionality here is that there's a move, there's a readme, and there is this script that we run through. And basically on deployment, this is what happens. So it'll be building it, testing it, and then we deploy it, and it runs through the deployment. It generates the documents, and then basically generates these scripts. So if I was to go back into this one, oops, nope, yep. It creates the actual functionality that we need in the application and the front end. The IPFS, which is running in the backend, doesn't necessarily have to. We have the docs, as you can see, content, it's all organized here. The backend, which obviously has the default move functionality, and then the admin panel. So that's basically